I first found out I had breast cancer, I had just turned 31 and I was planning my wedding. Yeah. It was 6 months away. It was in 2015. It was really devastating because my cousin had passed away from ovarian cancer at the age of 26.
My doctor said, "Lori, you turned 40. It's time for you to get these certain checkups." And I was okay about it. I was like, okay, I had cancer as a kid. I never in my life ever thought that I would ever get breast cancer. And it was a shock. It was a shock.
So I did get diagnosed in May, but before that I started feeling my body change. I saw a change when I looked in the mirror and went, oh, wow. And as I'm looking around online to see where can I get a mammogram, I'm trying to find a reduced or a free. That's about all I could do. Then I saw Holly's ad, and then that's when I called, and she said she could pay for the diagnostics. And I went, wow, that's huge.
So I ended up having a lumpectomy done because they said that they didn't feel that I needed a total mastectomy. I went through treatment, everything going well, and 7 years later, I was diagnosed a second time with breast cancer.
Being diagnosed with metastatic breast cancer really threw me in for a loop. Kind of like my whole world kind of like imploded, but I knew somehow I was gonna be okay. I had worked so hard to keep my hair. I know it sounds vain, but when you're going through what we go through during treatment, you don't look like yourself. So hair for me had been my saving grace because I didn't look like I was sick. I didn't look like your typical cancer patient. And that helped, keep my spirits up.
Some people are cruel. Even today, it's better today. Cancer is more recognized. But I still wanted to look pretty. I was just so appreciative that they were able to grant me that money, and I was able to get a wig that I could wear around town. And people told me, they go, when your hair grows back, you should get your hair designed like your wig. And so I said, yeah, I think so.
They've just been there. She just said, anything you need. She says it's best to email, and that's good. But then if you have to call. She told me it's going to be a rough year. She goes, this is going to be one of the roughest years, of your life, getting through all that you have to do. And that, I think, is important for people to say the truth. Don't sugarcoat it and say it's going to be something else. Just say it's going to be rough, and you're going to need things, and we're going to be here.
I've also, built so many connections with them and connected with other women through the events that they host, which has really brought a lot of light into a lot of the darkness that I was going through this past year.
Cancer, it's when you're first diagnosed, most people think it's the end. It's not. Cancer just means change. And sometimes you have to learn to adapt to changes in life. And you can't stop living. You have to get busy living.
So I'm very grateful that this organization, Check for a Lump, is available for us. Not just for the wigs or the resources, but just the physical presence of being around other women that understand the process because of what we've been through.